Hello everybody, welcome back guys. Last in the last video we have seen commands, constants, variables, if-else loop and logical operators and arithmetic operators in the PHP introductory video. In this video we are going to see classes, objects, interfaces, abstract classes and extending and implementing interfaces. So let's start up with the defining an interface in your PHP class or PHP project. So first of all we need to use interface keyword and define your interface name. So the syntax will be something like this. So for example, I just write it down into the comments. So these are like the block comments that we have discussed in the previous video. If you haven't checked out the video, link will be in the description or somewhere over there. So the comment will be, I'm going to show you the syntax of this. Okay, so the syntax will be the interface name, and inside there you should have to define the method. So I should write method. Okay, so let's start with the basic interface. Okay, and this particular interface will have a public method, public function, which will gonna add two numbers. Okay, so I'm not going to define the function and the methods or whatever the statements inside the function. I'm just going to say in this particular base interface I have a add function. Okay, so what exactly this thing? What is the use of this? Just telling the program that this particular function belongs to this particular interface. Basically, this keeps your data very data secure, and also it will allow you to create a multiple hierarchies of data layers at the program layer, so that you can't pass through the class, and can't override all those methods or anything like that. So in the later videos I'm going to give you a real life example how to use interfaces and classes and objects in your PHP project, and how to make this whole thing very useful. And that time you definitely gonna understand. If you didn't understand, just comment me, I will get back to you on that. So here we have to just say I need two parameters, so x and y. Okay, and another method I want to create is function multiply. Let's say we are not going to talk all the methods, we're just going to take two examples so that we can get a better idea of that. So this particular interface I have defined. Now what I have to do, uh, as I've defined the interface, I have told PHP that basic interface will have add and multiply methods which accept two parameters. Then what I have to do, I have to create a class. So the class will be base class, and which is going to implement, this is another keyword in the PHP, a basic interface. So basic interface, which we have defined over there. Okay, so you can split this thing into a different file and require that file based upon your project requirements, and accordingly it will be very organized and very healthy code. Okay, so now let's implement those functions which we have defined over there. Now here I have to write the internal statements of those functions. Okay, so let's first of all quickly decorate the class, and then we will just return x plus y, and we need to say x and y. Same thing over here, we need to say x and y and return x multiplied by y. Okay, sorry, x multiplied by y. Perfect. Now as I have defined the functions and I have defined the class, everything is done. Now let's go to the object creation and the instance creation of this class. So I'm going to say instance of basic class. It should not have space. Okay, so how you're going to create an instance? If you have a little understanding of C++ or Java, then the same thing is going to happen over here. There is nothing different in that. So you have to first of all create an variable. So that variable is basically then called as an object of that class. Okay, so I'm going to say basic class object. Okay, to keep things very simple, and then I have to use the new keyword and then the basic class. Okay, then I can use those methods which I have defined inside. So what are the defined methods is this. Okay, now this particular method will gonna return me the value. So 1 plus 2 gives me 3. That will be a return value. It will not gonna echo this particular thing. So in order to echo this, you just write echo over there, and let's save this and refresh. Okay, so there is a problem with the comment. Okay, no problem. So you can see I got 3. Now if you want to further make it more user readable or anything like that, so you can do it definitely, that 1 plus 2 is equal to xyz. So I have talked about this concatenation, string concatenation in the last video, so I'm not going to talk on that more. Save it, refresh. So you can see we got this particular output expected. And now as we have did this thing, let's implement the another method. So we got this uh, break tag, because if we didn't put the break tag, it will come into a single line. So we need to have this break tag. 1 times 2 or 1 times 3, let's say, is equal to dot basic class object multiply, and that is 1 comma 3. Save, run. We got 1 times 3 is 3. Okay. Now this is a very basic and very quick introduction to interface, classes, and the object creation. So there will be more in-depth videos coming soon. So stay tuned to the channel, and if you like this video, please subscribe and please give it a thumbs up. And if you have any comments, please give me those comments. I will get back to you on that. Thank you.